All right, YouTube, let's get a quick Q&A session. TikTok, we got you guys as well. It is March 3rd. The time is flying. Let's run it up. Quick Q&A session. Thank you for joining us. All right, let's run it up, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's get it. Feel free to drop all your questions below. I'll try to go rapid fire. Hit me with something new. Hit me with some of that secret sauce. Let's get juicy with it. Q&A sessions. You guys go crazy in the comments, and even people that are watching after can read these comments. So they'll be able to know what kind of secret sauce we're talking about. Thank you for joining me. Oh yeah, the first question was, does Bay ever make an appearance? Back in the OG TikTok days, Bay would make appearances. Yes, she would. That was an OG. Now, my ladies are hidden. You guys will never find us ever again. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Hey, Zach, what if cryptos crash and then precious metals front run the whole ISO coins? Yeah, I mean, right now, we're seeing some things that could really drive price up. It hasn't gotten too crazy yet, but these have been the most suppressed assets, and I believe that that's no coincidence, right? The most suppressed assets are what I'm going into. The cryptocurrencies that haven't hit their all-time high since 2017 are the ones that I'm buying still today. Like I bought XRP at 65 cents a week ago, whatever it was. And you remember what I said to you guys? I said, I don't care about the price, whether it drops to 20 cents, whether it goes, I've got my bags packed, but if it dropped in half down to 20 cents, I'm just going to buy more. 65-cent XRP, it's a deal. Could it go down to 20 cents? Yes. We might miss this bull run. I hope we don't, right? But I know what's going on. They're suppressing the metals, and they're suppressing the utility coins that are actually going to run the new system. XRP, XLM, IOTA are the three coins that I would buy today, not financial advice. I have XRP, XLM, and I'm about to buy some IOTA probably. We'll see what happens. Still in cash. As I said, since December, just saving powder, stockpiling, ready. So when the war went live, blood in the streets, we could take advantage. And I say that jokingly, but like I said, thoughts and prayers with everyone throughout this whole world. There's wars in multiple countries going on right now. Thoughts and prayers with everyone involved. Longer the court case goes, the more accumulation. Yeah, exactly. If you want to make it to the 1%, the numbers are dropping because more people are firing up XRP wallets. So, yeah. March 4th, Russia returning to gold standard. Explain repercussions. Well, we could start to see a run on gold, not just in their country, but in other countries as well. And that's the key part about what I was showing with the BRICS nations and why it's totally relevant to be talking about XRP and how, XRP was deemed to be a basis of a new financial system by Russia. And we know that they've been talking with the Brazil central bank back in 2020. So we have to watch these nations move together against the West, right? They're moving together against the West. Now that's funny. You guys are funny. Yeah, so you guys saw the big scare tonight was the nuclear plant that has caught fire. So the consensus narrative is that that was the Ruskies shooting strikes. and at a nuclear plant, I guess, the largest one in Europe. And it would be 10 times worse than Chernobyl. Oh my gosh, you better stay hidden and hide in your house and be in complete fear and terror. That was tonight's event. Pull up a seat, grab your popcorn, and on a serious note, maybe grab your book, your good book, get on your knees and pray to someone that we have peace. Because I'm not discounting the fact that this situation's hot. Shout out to Ripple for donating $1 million to the cause. They're going to donate millions. Ripple is. Price before news, absolutely. That's the only thing I'm waiting for. I'm not waiting for, any court proceeding really. I'm waiting for that price to move, and then we'll know something's about to happen. And we're in no man's land now in regards to the case, the lawsuit. I have a bad feeling because I have a good feeling. Everything makes sense. Now seems like the perfect time. But being an XRP holder, that's right when they freaking tank it on us. I've been here before, right? I got in late to the crypto space, getting into XRP in 2018, but I saw what happened when it was pumping up over $1. Coinbase crashed. Then like a week or so later, they announced the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit, and they tanked it back from $1 down to 20 cents, 17 cents. Did they stop us from selling our XRP? No, they're going to want it. They're going to need it. It's one of the few cryptos that they actually need. Planned, absolutely. All planned, absolutely. Everything is connected. Right as they release the data, guys, let's get into some secret sauce because see what happens is we get a little crazy in these sessions. I don't want to get in trouble, but you guys can finish off the sentences for me. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. Basically, what I was saying is we're blindly heading into war. I was going to mention this in the other video, but I held off. We're blindly heading into war. You literally have dudes now, I'm seeing it. They keep on going viral on TikTok. Dudes who are packing their bags and they're heading to Ukraine to go fight in this battle. Which, hey, I'm not going to knock. A lot of guys are going and they're going to go offer help. I've seen stories of guys who are not even fighting. They're not joining the military. They're not picking up a gun. They're going there and serving food or whatever. But my point is, we're blindly going in, listening to the Western media that just lied to us over the last 2 years. And this is undeniable fact. Now that we got the documents, I'm not even going to show these ones. Now that we got the data, the documents, the reactions, that's when they send this war. That's when they turn it hot. Start sending shots, airstrikes, bombs, nuclear scare, mass near-death scare event, incoming cyber attacks. Are you ready? The documents that we just got are the data by the company that has the largest criminal lawsuit, I believe, right? That I need to think of a code word for them. Oh, they kind of, yeah, you guys know. I don't have to say it. You guys can say it. It's undeniable. It's so stupid that I got to be on here and I can't even say the name of the company that is known for paying billions of dollars in lawsuits for the damages done by their products. I'm not even gonna, guys. New Discord rules just came out. Just came out. Just got updated. That we can't talk about the hokey pokey. We can't even talk about the hokey pokey on the Discord now. I had to tell everyone, guys, we can't mention the word, can't talk about it. They'll take us out there. The only reason why I do this dance is because, like I said, I want to penetrate this message. We've been able to reach millions of people through this message, through these platforms. So that's why we're going to continue to press on. We had, just quick review on the numbers. We had 2 million views. That was the most views I've gotten on any TikTok when I covered the border situation. That was a couple weeks ago, right? 2 million views on that video. And then we're pushing over 1.2 million views over the last month. Yeah, so we've broken over 1 million a month now and consistent on YouTube. And then one video on TikTok can do numbers. But we've been playing a game where, you know, we've been suppressed on TikTok. Now Discord, we can't mention the hokey pokey. And Discord was our safe spot. That's why I created the group, right? So, I mean, the pressure's coming down on us, but we're going to maneuver through this whole thing, guys. This is what our strategies are about. Not only are we going to figure out how to survive through this time, we're going to thrive. We're going to take place in the greatest transfer of wealth in world history. God willing, we find peace on the other side and somewhat of a peaceful, joyful life on the other side. Let's get back into Q&A. Sorry, I meant to do Q&A and I start ranting. That's the problem. I get the same questions, but then when you guys get me on a rant, then I go on a rant for 5 minutes. Sorry. Quant stamp? Nope, I have not invested it. Haven't taken a serious look at it. How come no price action when Trenglo went live? Trenglo went live right as we had a billion XRP released. So that kind of does play a factor, but just wait. You know, it'll come. It'll come. We've been waiting. If we have to wait another year, it'll be fine. What do you tell your buddies who are saying that your the market cap is too high? I still consider XRP to be a low cap gem. And I got to make that video too. Let me write that down on my notes. I got to make that TikTok as well. Low cap gem, because all these kids want to talk about their low cap gems. Here's the next low cap gem for you. And I still consider XRP to be a low cap gem because I think that 3 trillion in the overall market cap for all of crypto is amateur hour. Guys, we're about to run trillions through blockchains, individual blockchains daily. 3 trillion in the overall market cap is just dipping our toes in the water. So I still think the XRP is a low cap gem because even at a 40 or 50 billion dollar market cap, we're going to do trillions daily, moving, not just sitting like Bitcoin, moving value. And if you need to move a lot of value, you have to be at a higher price unless you have unlimited tokens or US dollars like in the current system. If you have unlimited euros and pounds. But this is what's happened over in Europe too, remember. And I got to tie that in later to the new system. You have to look at what Russia just did, putting a 30% tax on US dollars, the euro, and the pound. That's the real currency war, and it's not just Americans that are getting involved. I mean, God, if you see if they did cut off the oil and natural gases to Europe, they're in big trouble. We're in trouble now because we used to be energy independent. Biden killed the deals, shut us down. And now we are still importing and buying Russia oil, natural gas. Absolute joke. Low cap gems. The point of that question, though, market cap, is we're going to move trillions. Brad says that we're solving a $1 trillion problem. 10 billion in a market cap, you're comparing that to that of a stock, of an Apple, a Google, a Tesla. And people say, you're telling me the XRP is going to be the value of Apple, Google, Tesla and combined? Yeah, bro. We're going to move that value daily across it. It's the difference between utility in a stock or a store of value Bitcoin. OCAP gem. Who gets the 50% of the escrow when released? Ripple's going to keep it so that they can be a lender of last resort. They might give, hopefully they give a deal with our Treasury Department, Federal Reserve, some sort of deal there. And you're going to see it being given to their partners, central banks, financial institutions, and then Ripple will probably still sit on a chunk. I suspect that they'll sit on a chunk. You're chasing a ghost. You have no idea what you're talking about if that's what your comment is. You're chasing a ghost. Bro, I've missed all these all-time high gains. You guys have no freaking idea what you're talking about. I don't care what kind of gains you got. You guys are all still broke in my comment feeds trolling. So you didn't get that rich off this last bull run. You didn't get that rich off your low cap gems, off the bullshit that you guys have been trading over the last year. You're still in my comments trolling, saying BS, adding no value to the conversation, have no idea what you're talking about, couldn't find Ukraine on a map, don't know what SWIFT is, have no idea how the new financial system will be rolled out, haven't made one prediction, let alone all the predictions that we've had come true. Whole timeline's been rolled out since last year. Sorry, the whole series of events. We get caught up on time, right? Time is just in our imagination, essentially. What we're calling out is the events. All the chapters of the story have come true. And yet you guys are still, we still got the trolls here. You're chasing a ghost. Get your game up, please. Please, before you come into this conversation. This is adults and people that are preparing their families for a serious transfer of wealth. And these kids are going to be mad at us. These haters are going to be mad at us. They already are. They're already trying to shut us down. These guys can't stand me. Me in particular. I was in the groups. The little IG groups, the little, hey, let's be friends. Do a little dance. Pump a little shit coin. I've turned down all the deals. I haven't done any paid promotions, not one. Did I watch Ginsler? Yeah, I saw the clips. I didn't watch it, but Tony, no, I don't partake in I heard it can do things. Shiba, Ethereum, Cardano. Cardano is the only legit project there. Ethereum might make it through just because they're taking care of Wall Street. This dude makes pumping XRP a full-time job. This dude makes preparing the average person for the greatest transfer of wealth in world history his full-time job. Yes. If that's what you're talking about, yes. Is XRP part of that? Yes. Is your game weak and knowledge of how the new financial system is going to be rolled out? 100% you got nothing. And that's why you're here. And we're going to flip you over to the good side if you want to show up and have an adult conversation, because our facts, figures, data, and logic is undeniable, proven through documents and sources, never ending. We could talk all night. So when you pull up, have the big boy pants on and be ready to go. Okay? Thank you for tuning in. Oh, by the way, we were making money before crypto, running real businesses before crypto. No debt, pure cash flow, completely. Who's doing that these days? Almost no one. So to all those people in the comments, understand we run simple businesses. We have simple strategies, cash flow. actually how to hold value. What has value? Okay, yeah, the reason why I said Cardano is legit because I'm a huge fan of Charles Hoskinson. He's a real one. Can you share your main source? Okay, just hit the subscribe button, show up to the conversation. You'll get caught up to speed. If you want to get caught up to speed, well, I'm not even going to invite you into the Discord because if you're a hater, that's why we're locking out the Discord. Actually, we have 80 spots left. I'm locking it out. Subscribe, pull up, and join this conversation because this is where it's going down. This is where it's going down. Main sources. Boy, let's go back to the beginning. And I freaking feel like I'm a book salesman because I keep on referring to this book. But 10 years ago, and the Fed, you learn about the banking cartel in the top of the tippy top pyramid, and you work your way down. And you don't even need that story. You don't need conspiracy theories. At the end of the day, right now, the battle's hot. The action's hot. So, bro, you got to be taking action right now. Massive amounts of action. So I understand that we have a lot of newbies, and so I'm trying to just, yeah, be patient with you guys and help get you guys caught up to speed. Absolutely. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, XRP price is going to move unbelievable. It's going to absolutely, we're going to be glued to our phones, to our screens in disbelief. It's going to move so fast when it does. And this, if we do get an initial pump, that might not even be it. I suspect that it will be quick, even just one to like $10 or so. But there's a serious utility run to be had where this thing goes from sub $10 to 3 digits in not much time. Yeah. Yeah. They don't want us to have this. It's not meant for us. And like I said, I'm not here to pump XRP. I'm here to lay out the full strategies, our whole complete plan. It's so much bigger than just cryptocurrencies. And then you have actual currencies like XRP that are meant to be serious parts of the system with XLM and our other utility coins. But, you know, crypto is just part of it. The utility coins are just part of it, right? If you guys want access to the Discord, you just go to zachrector.com and you can get signed up there. Do I believe in Nasara Jasara? I've heard of it. I have studied it. I haven't been up to date on it. Um, I hear about it. I hear things are happening. There's some states in our union right now that have similar laws to what's being proposed in those agreements. North Dakota, South Dakota, and there's a few other states in the union that have really got their stuff together. And that's why I'm about to flee what I call the liberal sanctuary state of Washington state. And don't get me twisted on left right, guys. I'm libertarian, so I'm left on some issues as far as do whatever the hell you want, just leave me alone. Right? I don't care. But I call this the liberal sanctuary state because we just let people do whatever the hell they want, and they really ran this state down. They really ran this state down. Just tuned in, XRP to 0. No, 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 no. Someone said he's liberal. I'm out. Lost the sub. No, I'm not liberal. I said I'm libertarian. I said I don't care. You know, the fruitcakes, the snowflakes. I don't care, bro. Do whatever. Just don't bug me. Let me live free. And God willing, will defeat this evil while you guys do whatever the hell you're doing over there. Just get the hell out of my way. But when these little commies, socialist, little program bots that they're producing in the school system want to take my rights and tell me what to do, that's when I say, pull up with your big boy pants and let's have a conversation, bud. Because I don't do hashtag bullshit. Show up or get the hell out of my way. That's where I stand politically. Left, right, bro, get out of my way. I pray for peace, and I prepare to absolutely strike you down because I do feel like you are the enemy. I'm going to get in trouble. Feels like a Twilight Zone episode when you wake up to everything, but you eventually get adapted to it. Yes. Guy, please do not do that in the comments. Where should we store our XRP so we are the banks of the future? Yeah, we can become our own banks through this technology. Absolutely. We get on board and we get with it. Yes. We hold the reserve assets. So Dan Pena has been correct ever since Trump was in office. Dan Pena has been correct going back for about a decade. I don't know about his calls, but before that, his business strategies have been executed over the last 3-4 decades and produced hundreds of millions and billions. And he calls himself the $1 trillion man because he's helped create $1 trillion worth of value between his mentees and the people that he coached and taught. So that's why I listen to everything. He's lived through all the ups and downs. He's been in all the different industries. And so, yeah, he's been really spot on. Like all of his predictions, I kind of went through it. It's unbelievable. Called the Bitcoin top at 17K when it was at that price in 2017. He said sell half, keep half, and he basically called the top then. He predicted negative oil. He predicted that cruise ships would be sold for scrap metal. He predicted the third and the fourth waves of the events. And what else? He said that Putin was going to see the demise of the Western financial world. See, here's the problem. I wish I wouldn't have made the Putin video because, well, here's the thing. I just want to have the conversation about who actually created Bitcoin because apparently we're not allowed to talk about that, which if you think it's Satoshi, some pajama wearing coder, that's an absolute joke. I wanted to just have the conversation, but no, I don't. Dan backed up on that statement about Putin creating Bitcoin. But what's key, what the big takeaway from Dan is he said that if you knew who created Bitcoin, you wouldn't be able to run to sell it fast enough and that it would instantly drop to zero. Is that dramatic? Is it going to zero? It's probably dramatic. It's probably not going to zero. The Bitcoin boys will be running miners in their basement forever, right? Even if it was completely banned worldwide. So I don't know if it'll completely go to zero, but he said that's the point being, he knows it's not who we think it is. He knows we wouldn't like it. And Dan is absolutely connected to the very, very top and the most elite people in this world. So that's why I listen to these people. You got to listen even to your enemy. I listen to the enemy. And the people that I disagree with. But he's predicted everything else. And so don't get caught up on even his statement on Bitcoin. Forget about Bitcoin. The guy understands what's happening in the world. Total margin debt is twice as high as it was in the 2008 financial crisis. And nearly twice as high as the 2000 stock bubble. And you guys saw the headlines that I went through with all the commodity prices, oil prices, $5 gas. Inflation is not 7%. So I listen to all the people that are tapped in, really tapped into the very top. And Dan, he's perfect because he's an old guy who knows his time is up. So he's just letting it fly, and he's already made all of his money, so he doesn't care. No one can buy him. He's running for politics over there, and he is going to bust their. He's going to hit them hard because you can't buy, he's not going to be bought and paid for, and he's just going to hammer them. Could be incredible to watch. Feeling like 15%? Yeah. If you use the real CPI data that they used back in the 70s and 80s, it would be 15% according to Peter Schiff. Yep. Gotta go. You don't understand Bitcoin. See, that's the thing. These guys think that I don't understand Bitcoin. What do we not understand about Bitcoin? You guys want to talk about the people that made it. You throw out your names. Elon Musk, Hal Finney, Craig Wright, dude. That's all a distraction. There was intelligence agencies over the shoulder. That's the point. There was intelligence agencies over their shoulder. And they cut deals with them to the very tippy top. That's the point. And why I said that for sure there's some sort of government intelligence agency behind this thing. The benefit of being in my Discord group, you get access to me. We have weekly live calls where I do one update for everyone, and then you get a Q&A session there, and then you get to join a group of like-minded individuals, and that's what it's really about. It's a family over there, and that's why I'm locking it out. It was always just meant to be a group for the like-minded individuals that we had in this community, for us to have a safe space to talk freely about all of our ideas and everything that we like to talk about. And then part of it is all of the resources, and now our resources have gotten incredible, where we have a whole team that's helping me with this thing. We have all of the resources for all of the wallets, all of the exchanges, all of the utility coins that we talk about, all of the ISO coins. We have all of the resources and data research that we've compiled. So it helps you get caught up to speed. And then if you're someone who has serious investments made, you get the chance to reach out to me. I'm not here to give you financial advice, but we can talk shop, talk business, talk investments, and we do that. So that's the benefit. And like I said, I am shutting it down just because the situation's hot, the situation's getting funny. So we're probably going to tighten it up here probably by the end of the month. I would imagine we'll have it, limited spots here. XRP is more decentralized than Bitcoin. Yeah. For me, it doesn't matter who created Bitcoin. I'd love to know. Will we ever know? I don't know. Bitcoin's in the past. We need to move on to the future technology that can actually solve problems and get things done. I think it's a joke that we're sending Bitcoin to Ukraine. I think that we should actually send cryptocurrencies that don't cost us all these gas fees, all these mining fees that can actually be sent instantaneously. Doesn't harm the environment. The top, what's the percentage? Bitcoin's really top heavy with the wallets. I forget the numbers. Maybe you guys can drop comments, but Bitcoin's really top heavy as far as wallets. Meaning there's like half a dozen people that have, most of it. Do I own any other cryptos? I own XRP, XLM, XDC, Casino Coin, Electronium, Reaper, Sologenic. I think that's it. What is that, 7? So I own 7 cryptos now. I didn't used to be like that. 7. I'm looking to buy IOTA. Don't own IOTA now. So that would put me up to 8. But yeah, I got a little bag of Zilliqa. I guess I'm at 8. I invested $50 into Zilliqa and it's down to like 15. I don't even know why I did that. Silica. Yeah, so I got like 7 there, but those are all small bags. XRP is obviously the big one, the big bet. Yeah, I do have casino coin. I actually bought more casino coin like a few weeks ago. I moved some more XRP over to casino coin. That bag's down, but I 3x'd my XRP with Sologenic, and I thought I was hot stuff, making moves. And then I did the casino coin, and that that hasn't worked out. And then yeah. Yeah, if you guys could hit the thumbs up, thank you guys. Appreciate that. Oh yeah, and we are streaming now on Rumble. And we do have our channel is live on Rumble. So if you guys do like Rumble, if that's your deal too, head on over there and show us some love. You'll be able to find me under the same username, but we're there too. What do you like about the casino coin? Mostly that it's just on the XRP ledger and that it's a gambling coin and people love to gamble. People love to gamble. And so yeah, that's why I invest, just because usually these coins move after XRP goes and XRP starts to come down. That's when they go. And so I just picked up a little bit more just to see if it goes, because I mean it's so damn cheap. And it's one of the top XRP ledger coins that has some utility. I did see Gary's interview today. You were mad when Solo dumped? Yeah, I know. We win some, we lose some. I sold at 550. I said, guys, I'd love to see it break 10 bucks. I was telling everyone in my Discord, I'd love to see it break 10 bucks, but I'll be selling even if it just gets to probably 6 or 7. It hit 6 something, and then on the way back down, I sold at 550. I said, yep, I'm good. 3x on my XRP. I'll take that and run. And it dumped to 40 cents. That was brutal. Yeah, absolutely. I try to answer the comments as best as I can. How much XRP do you hold? How much to be a part of the new financial elite? I would just say continue your research and study on this new financial system. Okay, I don't have the number for you. I don't know about your mindset. Where are you at right now? This conversation it's so much more than just buy this crypto and your life's set. We all got lives that are so much bigger than just this, but we put so much emphasis on I'm gonna invest $500 and be set for life. How much do I need to be set, with this coin? You got to do your research on the new financial system, understand how much value has to move, look at what XRP is targeting, what problems are they solving, and how big is that problem as far as a value dollar amount. Go through all of the coins that you hold and ask what problems are they solving and how big is the problem. Then you go and you ask how many partnerships do they got? How many of the partnerships are actually using the token? Or are they just consulting them? Did they just do a photo op together and they speak at each other's conferences? Or is it a real partnership where they're actually using the token? How big of a problem are they solving? How many partnerships do they got? And what's the class caliber of those partnerships? And who's actually using the token? Before that, you want to make sure that they at least have a solid team for sure. You got to look at the team. Ripple has the best cryptocurrency company by far, not even close, right? You look at some of these other projects, Quant, a lot of these other projects have really good teams. Okay, so then you just move on down what I just said. How big is the problem? How many partnerships? How much usage, adoption of the token? Is Polygon worth the hold? It's been used now up to this point. The ecosystems have thrived through the DeFi space. I would not buy Polygon today. I will not buy Polygon during the bear market. Is it a solid play? Probably, maybe. A lot of people are using it now. I don't invest in stuff that's used by retail though. Like very little what I invest is used by retail. Like Casino Coin is an example. I want to invest in the coins that are used by enterprises in a $19 trillion trade finance market. I want to invest in the underlying utilities of a new derivatives market, of a new stock market. Commodities getting tokenized. What blockchains is that going to run on? Because if you're just investing in what is the retail user using, we don't have as much money as the banks and financial institutions and the central banks and all the money and the value that's flowing each day. That's obvious, right? So that's why a hype speculative bull run that's been led by mostly me and you, Joe Blows, and a few, quite a bit of rich people, quite a bit of Wall Street have already gotten into crypto, absolutely, but we only got it up to 3 trillion. The banks and the financial institutions need to move trillions daily. So that's the difference. That's when I look at some of these other coins, Avalanche, all these other coins, Polygon, Matic, all the rest of them. They've been used and adopted by retail traders and speculators and people that are doing DeFi activities. The DeFi ecosystems have pushed all of those coins as Ethereum competitors, and they've done well doing that. They've had their moment. I probably won't be buying them during the bear market though. There's money to be made trading cryptos though. So really, there's a difference between swing trading a coin and believing in an asset, believing in a protocol, believing in an infrastructure system that's being built. That's the difference for me between a long-term bag and a short-term bag, which would be swing trading, which would be maybe you hold it for a few months. Maybe you're day trading, which I don't recommend, but maybe that's what you're doing. Maybe you're swing trading, week-long to maybe 1 month long holds before you move. Maybe you're going to hold for a year, right? That's cool. That's cool. There's money to be made, a lot of money in crypto to be doing that. But you have to understand how active in the space you have to be to actually be making money consistently off that. Yeah, during the bull run, you could have kind of just thrown money at whatever and you would have made something. But if you really want to change your life, become rich, get sick gains, or if you come from the perspective that I do of I'm trying to secure wealth for my daughter, my family, I want us to survive and thrive for generations to come. I want to leave a legacy behind. I want to help the world too. So if you come from that mindset, you have a much more long-term horizon, investment horizon, right? I'm not here for the XRP pump to $10. Yeah, I'll probably hop on TikTok and do a couple little dances, and then it's going to crash probably back down to $2. Right? Like, I'm not here for that. You can get Electronium, Sologenic, XRP Ledger, like Zum Wallet. I think you can trade for Electronium on there. Or wait, no. Electronium. I went to Qcoin. What was the original motive for the creation of Bitcoin? To get the masses to adopt digital, to ditch cash and to adopt digital currency. That's what it was for, right? Because we have all these stories of all the people that have gotten rich off of Bitcoin, rich off of cryptos, and that gets everybody wanting to accept and use digital money, right? And then they just roll us into the next phase of the beast system. Let me touch on that since we went there. People are concerned about, is this good or bad? Are we investing in, these bad agendas and everything. The US Federal Reserve System has sold out the interest of the American people. We're already operating within the beast system through the US dollar, petrodollar, that we continue a state of war and terror amongst the whole world. If you don't use this dollar, we're already in the beast system, even if we use cash, right? If you want to compare to, is it good or bad technology? We're already using a beast system, US petrodollar. You get it? Like, we're already in the beast system. And so I was telling my Discord, at a certain point, you got to draw your line in the sand where you're going to say, no, I'm not going to go with that anymore. But we're in it. We're in it. And we expand on that conversation in our exclusive Discord group if you do want to get in. But appreciate all of you guys for being in here tonight. Thank you. Let's get XRP to $1 before you start talking crazy numbers. Hey, it'll happen in a blink of an eye. Overnight financial reset. Hope you guys are ready. Hope you guys are strapped in. It's going to be a bumpy ride to the top. They're going to shake you out. You're probably going to sell, capitulate, give up. My man's going ham tonight. We brought it tonight, didn't we? We did run it up tonight. That's right. Guys, I've been telling you, we're locked in right now. We are just so locked in with executing our strategies. And then the battle went live. It went hot. Airstrikes are happening. Not to dismiss the rest of the wars and battles that have already been going out, right? Like I've been saying, thoughts and prayers for the whole world. But this thing just went live in the sense of the currency war. And now they're talking about system shut off, flipping the light off. Joe leading the way, giving us that State of the Union. Yeah, so that was good to see Commander-in-Chief with the quick update. That was awesome. Really good stuff, Joe. I forgot what I was going to say about him. I had a Joe moment. I blanked. What was I about to say about Joe? Oh yeah, he was given a menu of options for turning off the lights. You guys know what I mean, right? I can't say it here, but you guys know. He was given a menu. The YouTube channel's been blowing up, and that's because you guys are amazing. You guys keep spreading this message. You guys keep smashing the thumbs up, please. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm going live, and we're going to stay consistent with it. We're hard-hitting, to the point, straight facts, actionable action. We give you some information, and then we tell you how to actually prepare. It's not about fear. It's not about clickbait. It's about, here's the real news that matters. Here's how the new financial system will be rolled out. We have to survive so that we can have a chance of even thriving during the new financial system. So there's two parts to it. Can we actually live and make it through the storm? Situation just went hot. Yeah, I don't do the privacy coins like Monero. We appreciate everything you do, Zach, but XRP isn't what you think it is. Okay, then hedge your bets accordingly, right? I'm not here to offer financial advice. I'm not here to shill XRP. Hedge your bets accordingly, whatever you think is going to prepare your family best and help you make it. Okay? Yo, yo, yo. Crypto Patriot 1776. It is absolutely incredible, right? Time we're living in right now. Tony, 5 spot. Bitcoin is the record player of crypto. There is, oh yeah, Tony 5 spot. Thank you for that, brother. There is no difference. Okay, we just locked out XRPQ. The next tier is Quantum Wealth Family, is what we're calling that over on the Patreon. So if you want into the Quantum Wealth Family, spots are limited. We're locking it out. Just part of locking it up. But this community that we're building right here, this is amazing. This is one of the strongest communities in crypto, literally. One of the strongest communities on YouTube. Now, that's a big, powerful statement, but it's serious, and you guys know it. You guys are showing up every night by the hundreds. And now we're pushing over 1 million views, and I tell you what, they know about us. They know about us now, they're watching. So I do my dance. And I try to, stay within the rules here. Can you talk about Web3? How will that change things? Yeah, I usually just refer to the Internet of Value. But yeah, Web3, Internet of Value, it's kind of just all the same thing, right? It's going to be big. It's going to be massive. It's here. It's underway. It's just a matter of finding out where's the big money going to go into. Where's the big money going to flow? The institutional adoption. Where's that going to go? Las Vegas already has one cashless casino on the strip. There you go. It's coming. I actually think that they'll get rid of cash, I believe. They'll phase it out sometime in the next 10 years, if not sooner. Kendra Hill theory, yeah. Oh yeah, Shane Ellis theory, yeah. Guys, I believe all of the pretty much all the theories about XRP. It basically, they don't have to be 100% right. Even if we're halfway right, we set ourselves up because this is the greatest setup in world financial history. So even if we're halfway right, even if half of our theories, and here's what's funny. Back 10 years ago when I started reading Ron Paul and the Fed, started looking at conspiracy theories, about half of them or more came true come 2020 and come the events over the last couple years. It's all just hit full steam, the agenda in full force. So we were crazy for 10 years and then it all came true. So now it's just a matter of figuring out, like I said, where the big money's going to come into. What blockchains are going to run the big payment flows. But yeah, we were called crazy for the last 10 years, right? Why did Jimmy Valy delete his Twitter? I don't know. I don't know what Jimmy's up to. Jimmy, if you hear my voice, come on the show, bro. You got to come hang out with us. You got to run it up with us, Jimmy. Let's talk about Valhill Capital. Let's talk about the proposal, man. We need an update, Jimmy. Jimmy, where are you? Come on back out of wherever you went, bro. Let's run it up. I'd love to talk about the buyback proposal with Jimmy. I actually have mad respect for Jimmy for doing that. I know a lot of people in the community think it's just BS and, oh, they didn't even read it. Yeah, okay. But at least someone took a stand and made a deal. Showed up to the table with a contract and tried to make something happen, baby. Let's go. What else are we doing? Like, I'm making TikToks, but Jimmy went and got a deal done at least. And the reason why I think it matters is because it can be a legal precedent going forward if they did try to screw us out in some sort of buyback scenario and they try to shortchange us like they did with gold. We do have historical precedent. If they try to do the same thing, there's a contract deal done. An offer was made. Chef gives me the 222. Is Gematria a tool you regularly use? Thank you for that. Gematria, numerology, astrology are all different areas that we study. Yeah, I don't try to do decodes. I don't even study the conspiracy theories became real. So now we don't even need to study the theories anymore. It's just happening in real time. We're trying to understand it in real time. A lot of people got woken up over the last 2 years. But yeah, gematria and numerology, it does, the coincidences are mathematically impossible. Um, yeah, yeah, I mean, it's part of it. I don't really get into that much more. Like I said, I leave that to Waters Above Crypto. The dude's just nailing it. The dude has the secret sauce, and really like his work. And then some of the other people on Twitter are really good with it. Do you have to take it as the like absolute truth, absolute try to figure out the puzzle with it? No, no, not necessarily. But it's undeniable. It's undeniable. Like, I mean, just the ridiculous thing with the Pluto's return on 222. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, someone explain it to me. That's where I'm at with it. I'm not an expert on it, and we don't get taught it in schools. We don't get taught it in our culture. And people laugh at it, but I don't laugh at something because I don't understand it. I try to figure it out and see if it's worth my time. And what we found out is incredible. But anyways, 222 is order out of chaos in the reverse ordinal cipher. And also you have Pluto, apparently in astrology, represents destruction and rebirth. And it arrives in conjuncts. I don't even know what conjuncts means. Lines up, I guess. Conjuncts with America for the first time since 1776 in the revolution of our country. I don't know what that means, if it's significant at all, but it does appear if we watch the mainstream news, there's some sort of story going on, some sort of destruction happening, some sort of reset, rebirth, revaluation underway. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. 5 spot for Delta. Delta, thank you for that. Do you know what is going on with Uphold freezing accounts? I don't know. Is that a common thing? Comment in the comments. Is Uphold acting up right now? If you're talking about being able to withdraw your XRP, that's always been the deal. They always have the wait time. But yeah, on 222, that was when Pluto arrived, so that's where I was going to finish that up with. Gematria is nonsense. You seem like an otherwise smart guy. Um, yeah, tell that to the Hebrew scholars that study that, and that's part of their culture. That's part of their studies. That's part of what they believe in. That's yeah. So I don't know. Yes, Rudy, I have seen that. I'm not going to repeat that name. Not going to repeat that event. I'm not going to talk about those words, but yes, I have seen it. Yep, well aware of Santa Claus. That's what we'll call him, Santa Claus. Well aware of Santa Claus. Guys, give me 17 seconds. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry, I just now realized that you guys been looking at my Twitter feed the whole time. Let's check the prices. I haven't even checked the prices today. That's where we're at in the market. We have had some excitement though this week. I mean, you can see we did that 30% pump, but we're teetering back down here. Bitcoin. XRP at 73 cents. 5 spot from Rodney. Cheers for your streams, brother. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, God bless you all. Thank you. Bitcoin, you know, if we can hold 40K for Bitcoin, XRP, if we can just hold 70 cents, I think that, I don't know, there's going to be a lot of people want to get their hands on decentralized currencies right now. A lot of people know what's up. A lot of people see the currency war underway. They're reading the headlines about gold, about Russia, Swift, all this stuff, right? It's coming to the forefront for the masses finally, with Ripple in a lawsuit, which even everyone invested in crypto is now rooting for Ripple, right? Wondering what the hell is going on here with the SEC. Markets are still in really good bullish posture considering what we've gone through. They really are. I'm not a moon boy trying to hype us up. It's fact that we are holding really strong right now. Did I see VC's video about XRP? I haven't. No, I don't think so. Got some big interviews lined up in the works here. Really excited about this, guys. Yeah, channel's got really good momentum right now, and that's because of you guys, all your support, hitting that thumbs up for me. Guys, TikTok, everything you guys do over there, tapping the screen, sharing the stream. Guys, this community is amazing. Thank you. 449, little 5 spot, euro dollar. See, Russia, they're saying that they're going to charge a 30% upsale, up tax, you know, on euros, the pound, and the US dollar for anyone who's trying to buy that at the Russian banks. Johnny for the 5 spot says, Zach, love your streams, brother. Can't always get on when you start. So could I get a quick update of what you've been discussing today? Yeah, I'll give you the summary. If you watch my other stream, that was all the news. So this is just your Q&A, right? This current stream is just Q&A. The earlier one from tonight was the full March 3rd update where we talked about how we're blindly heading in to another war. We have a lot of people that are signing up. They're flying out. They're literally going to fight in this thing, right? And it has me comparing it to the events of 2020 when everyone was scared for their life. We were all stuck in home. We were scared to leave. We were scared to go see our family, right? They have us at a near-death scare event once again. That's where we're at. We're in the same spot as we were back in March of 2020. With a whole lot more going down, I would say, right? Because we have a massive scare event, but the currency war is hitting at a head. XRP Vale constantly talks about you. What did you do to him? I don't know, Vale. I don't know, guys. I don't know about these guys. just hang out with my baby and I put in my work. You know what I'm saying? Polysign's place in the big picture, yeah, institutional grade custody, it's going to be massive, combined with Codius, the company, the project that basically was dead, even though we're pretty sure they're still working on it. Polysign is institutional grade custody that Arthur Brito and David Schwartz from XRP are also working on Polysign. And then Codius is supposed to be the most advanced smart contracts platform in the world. So yeah, that's what we were talking about. Sorry, we were talking about how we're just heading into this war mass scare event, right? Everything that's going down, and we're not allowed to question the narrative. We're supposed to put only hashtag stand with Ukraine. We're not supposed to talk about what's happening to Yemen, as an example. We're not supposed to recognize our guilt in the Middle East over the last 2-3 decades. So we're not allowed to question the narrative. They've sent this thing. The war went live. Okay. So we're really moving. We're really moving. Is Codius a blockchain? Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Kendra Hill, XRP Insider, was the one that said, I believe it was Kendra Hill that said that Codius was going to be the most advanced smart contracts platform. Can you comment on Hashgraph? Yeah, I do like every live stream, but it's just, good tech, partnerships. Let's see adoption. Yeah, Singularity. Yeah. I mean, Ready Player One was a good example. You watch all these other shows, the predictive programming that they've put out. They've really conditioned the masses to a point where they're stepping into this new world order without even realizing it, right? Metaverse, cryptos, digital currency, no cash, own nothing, but you're happy because you live in a metaverse. Uh, yeah, they're rolling them right in, rolling them right in. For a landscaper, you don't look like you got any sun. Yeah, our landscape season's about to fire up. It hasn't really fired up yet. What did you study? I started studying the Federal Reserve 10 years ago, and that led me to all of the corruption of our government and how the system actually works, starting to pay attention to economics and finance. Then in 2015, I started my own business and have been studying business and investing ever since, every day. And that's what I studied for the past 7 years, was business and investing primarily, combined with the macroeconomics picture, understanding the Federal Reserve, the entities that control, manipulate, and set the agendas for this world. So, no official degree. I don't have an official degree that I can hang up here. Hey Zach, is it possible Ripple introduced new coins sideline XRP? Um, no, because Brad says that XRP is the heartbeat of Ripple. Brad says that XRP is the heartbeat of Ripple, so they're really tied to it. It's the bloodline for the network. It's the blood for the network that Ripple's creating with RippleNet, and by getting everyone on board. Yeah, it's the key. So there's just so much FUD campaigns and misinformation, disinformation campaigns ran against XRP. They can't run FUD campaigns against Ripple because it's undeniable that they have the best people in the cryptocurrency space by far. They have the guy that patented blockchain technology back in 1988 as their CTO. Who's your master cryptographer working on your crypto? Right? So it's undeniable, but there's just so much disinformation about XRP. Ripple's undeniable. Brad sits at the table with the World Economic Forum, with the IMF, with the Federal Reserve, with all of the entities that have been in control. Bank of International Settlements, IMF. Yeah. Opinions about the Quorum Project. It was used to hold on to get people to hold on to Sologenic, but we'll see what happens. We're watching Sologenic closely. We're watching about a half dozen XRP Ledger projects closely. The rest are like the 99% of crypto with no utility, no use case, aren't solving real problems, mostly pump and dump hype schemes. Why was Santa Claus in Antarctica with David? That's a good question. Good question. I watch everything that David says and does. All of the pictures that he posts have meaning. All of them. I swear, even this guy can post the score of the basketball game and he figures out some code to put in, I swear. Or we're just crazy and delusional. Somewhere in between. David's one of the smartest brains on this planet. Master cryptographer, patented distributed ledger technology in 1988, 2 decades before Bitcoin. And he's already working on making XRP quantum resistant. Are we going to run it up this month before everything gets trashed? Yeah, I mean, we could see an instant where the world's on fire, but markets are pumping as far as crypto, as far as gold, as far as certain stocks, maybe. Maybe stocks of, I don't even know. I can't even speak on the stock market. That would just be out of my league, honestly. I don't do stocks. It's so highly rigged. By the time a stock does get out to the market available for the Joe Blow retail trader, investor, it's too late to make massive gains unless you're going to hold, something for 10, 20 years, I guess. You can catch something, but even at that, it's going to be pretty abysmal compared to crypto gains. And with what is happening with the metals, I would suspect that we're going to see a run here sooner rather than later. And the key thing I think that's actually driving adoption of metals is two things. The countries are holding it as a reserve, but people want decentralized currency, period. So it's a form of it. If they want decentralized currency and they live in a third world country without internet, they can't get cryptos, gold or silver would do it as far as a decentralized money that's going to hold value. Right? So that's what's at work here. That's the underlying currency war. It's a reserve currency that's going to hold value, and you can move it in a decentralized manner. Brian with a 50 spot. Caught the earlier video, doing a great job as usual. Lunch on me, all the best. Brian, thank you so much for your support, man. You guys are so consistent with your support, and I appreciate all of you guys so much. Thank you. It means a lot. Thank you, Brian. That's why I'm going to try to get my hands on some silver. As I told you guys, I don't own any right now. But this weekend, I'm probably going to swing by the dealer, get me some silver bars. Buy at least a few ounces. I mean, he was going to, what, 28 bucks an ounce was my going rate. But yeah, that reminds me, I got to get some cash. Before the system goes down, I got to get my cash out of the bank. Can you explain why market cap doesn't matter for XRP reaching 4 to 5 digits? My brother is a Bitcoin maxi and constantly trolls. Thanks. Yeah, so like I said, we have an immature cryptocurrency space. $3 trillion is the total market cap that we hit. That's less than what Swift does daily as far as payment flow. Our Fed system here, the clearinghouse in America, between the banks in America, we do $2 trillion daily. Moving, not just sitting in a Bitcoin, not just sitting in a crypto, settling up, value transferring. And so when we talk about market cap, we have to understand that one, it's kind of a misleading metric. It really is. But two, we need blockchains that can run and settle trillions of dollars daily and hold hundreds of trillions and quadrillions worth of value. Seriously, the derivatives market is 500 trillion on the conservative side. Most estimates actually put it much over one quadrillion. 1 quadrillion. And we just hit 3 trillion for overall crypto. All the cryptos combined hit 3 trillion. And we have a derivatives market that is over 1 quadrillion. Swift alone settles 1.2 quadrillion per year, $5 trillion daily. The clearinghouse in America does $2 trillion daily. So when they go to the market cap conversation, usually they're just really immature with their understanding, and they don't understand that the crypto market is immature. And by the way, XRP hasn't had any downtime in 10 years. And you can build a central bank digital currency on it in one day compared to the other alternatives. It can actually handle trillions of dollars of value. It can solve trillion-dollar problems. Very few cryptos can actually do that. They talk about 10,000 transactions per second with HBAR. They talk about Solana doing something, and it crashes every month, right? Don't get me started on Ethereum and Bitcoin, proof of Shiite networks. Why silver bars over coins? Well, I don't know. I'm new to the silver game. I was just gonna go buy whatever, man. I just wanted to learn about it. It's like Robert Kiyosaki says, he bought Bitcoin and cryptos just to learn about it, right? That's where I'm at with metals. I'm gonna buy just a little bit. Is XRP liquid enough to handle that market? Not yet. Not yet. I would argue that they're pretty freaking close though. Because you can see all of the ODL corridors that are firing up, right? They're really building out the network that's using XRP now. That's not just settling on RippleNet. They're building that out. They're building out all the corridors. They're spreading XRP throughout, and they're only sending XRP to the on-demand liquidity partners. Ripple is. They're not sending it to the exchanges for you and me, Joe Blow, to stuff a little bit in our ledger. Now all they need is a higher price, which would happen through a supply shock, settlement, clarity for regulations. And that would open the floodgates. Where do you recommend buying silver? I don't have an online place. I'm just going to go to my local dealer, probably. Pay cash while we still can. Can someone can my moderators in the chat let this lady know that I'm taken? That I can't marry her? We've got to let her know that I'm married. Essentially. My take on Flare in the rollout. Yeah, I think it's going to be massive. Massive smart contracts platform. And it's going to open up the DeFi ecosystem for XRP this year. It's going to be massive. I'm super excited for Flare. I totally believe that Coinbase is going to get their act together and give us the Flare tokens. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Appreciate you guys. eBay has good deals on silver. I don't know if I could trust eBay for silver. Can't eat metals. Yeah, maybe we'll be casting it into the streets. We have a 9 spot from Johnny. Euro dollars. Yeah, I gotta move that euro dollar to XRP as fast as possible. The euro dollar. 9 spot, Johnny. Thank you, man. Zach, thanks again, man. Can you discuss the level of how bad this turning off of the power could be? You think it will be more like an ice 9 for banks and internet, or everything goes down? Heard for about 10 days. Hey, Johnny, I'm prepared for both. I prepare for the worst, and I pray for peace, right? And I pray that it doesn't get as bad. But most definitely, man, I mean, we've seen situations where places can lose power for 10 days, absolutely, and longer, right? So that's why I say prepare for the worst and pray for the best, and we'll see what happens. God's in control, right? So, but most definitely at a minimum, I believe they will attack the stock markets, the crypto markets. Yeah, at the bare minimum. If they hit us with a massive, I can't even really talk about it here on this platform, but yeah, I mean, if we have a natural disaster that takes out the power for 10 days or something happens, yeah, it's totally possible. But we're looking at, most definitely, they're looking at taking down financial systems, banks. All the banks are worried about it right now. They're making plans for it right now. Yeah, at the bare minimum. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, guys. Lately, I've been sticking to ammo more than silver coins. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I love my Freedom Seeds. I've gotten a really good return on them because they've doubled and tripled in price over the last few years too. So I've really gotten a good return on those too. Yeah. Lynette Zhang in ITM trade. Yeah, yeah. Lynette. Yeah, we like her work a lot. Yeah, we've seen Lynette a lot. Oh, my boy, D Sterling. 20 spot, bro. Are you kidding me? And you just finally got in the Discord, bro, too? We're turning up tonight. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You were right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. Yes, in the Discord we do have the discussions that we can't have here on this platform. Yes. That's what we made it for. But now they won't let us talk about the hokey pokey. Zach, thank you. Stay blessed. Infinite love, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Take care, man. Could Ripple raise the price artificially overnight, or do we have to pump the price? No, most definitely it's going to be pumped by institutional adoption and utility being unlocked. Once we have clarity, once this lawsuit's over, I think that we'll be on the path to 3 digits within a year. Now, that's pure speculation. That's not financial advice. And, we'll see how it actually ends up playing out. But that's my expectation. That's my guess, calculated guess. However much weight value you want to put on that, which I wouldn't put much on it. I'm just a Joe Blow here, trying to understand this whole thing. And I covered myself because I just bought a fat bag of it. Stock up on the baby. Yeah, so people ask, what have you been buying? Because I told you guys that I've just been sitting in cash since December. I bought baby wipes, unscented baby wipes, loading up for my baby princess, London Monroe. Yeah, bought her some baby wipes, unscented baby wipes for the baby. Got to stock up. That's what I've been buying during the dip. Because the price on that keeps going up month over month. And year over year, we're about 20% or more. D Sterling with another 20 spot. Dan Pena says the person who created Bitcoin is Russian President Vladimir Putin. That Bitcoin is a Russian conspiracy to tank the Western economy. According to Pena, Bitcoin will go down to zero. Yeah, bro, that's the thing is, um, that's what he said. And then later in another interview, he kind of retraced back on it being Putin and saying that that's who he said that he meant that that's who would benefit most. And so that's why I'm not even concerned necessarily that it's our government, our three-letter agencies, as it might be Russia, it might be China, it might be um, multiple. I don't know. To me, it doesn't matter other than the fact that he said if we knew who created it, you couldn't run to sell it fast enough and that it would go to zero instantly. That leads me to believe that it's not who we think it is. That Bitcoin was the setup from the very beginning. Now remember, Dan still has a military clearance to this day. So, and I was telling my Discord this story about Dan. People think he's just some old geezer just on his rocker, right, falling off his rocker, some crazy old guy. Which that's who you listen to because they know their time's up and they're just gonna drop truth bombs. They don't care, especially because he's already rich, so he can't be bought and paid for. That's who you listen to. I was telling my Discord the story about Dan. He was recruited, and I might get in trouble for talking about this here. He was recruited by a group that was going to overthrow and install a new leader in Haiti. Dan was in charge of recruiting all of the special forces and military units for this mission. That's what Dan was tasked with. The mission involved overthrowing the government of Haiti, taking out the leader and installing a new one. And it was a, a trifecta. You had the Vatican, you had, I believe, ExxonMobil. It was one of the big oil companies. I believe it was ExxonMobil. And then you have the CIA. The CIA, ExxonMobil, oil, big money oil, right? And then you had the Vatican. The Vatican was going to partake and put up some money for it because they wanted to capture more influence in Haiti. So that was their interest. Obviously, ExxonMobil, they wanted the oil interest in staking to the oil rights. And then the CIA wanted to overthrow and get a more favorable, someone who actually, was kind to the West and favored Western interests. Dan was in charge of recruiting the military, the special forces, for the assault on Haiti. And he talks about how they were planning on expending a couple million rounds in the first day of the assault. And he requested and insisted that he was going to be on one of the first choppers touching down on the island. The dude's nuts. The dude is absolutely crazy. But I'm telling you, he was at the very tippy top. And his mentor, Konstantin Gratsos, who was the head of Onassis Shipping Lines, one of the major shipping companies. That was one of Dan's mentors, and he told Dan, he said, you know who you can't trust in this deal? Out of those three parties, who you can't trust? The Vatican. What ended up happening is right before they were about to launch the mission, the CIA backed out of the deal. And he tells this story of basically they were all sitting down at the table, all the parties were. The CIA backed out of the deal and the whole room just went into absolute chaos and everybody drew their guns. And it was like a scene out of a movie where everyone had their guns drawn. Now, I don't know if this is true, but this is how Dan tells the story. The CIA backed out of the deal. The room erupted into chaos. Everyone drew guns and were about to off each other because of what was happening. And then the CIA called off the mission and said that you guys are not to speak about this. And basically you know what happens if you talk about it. And it was dead after that. So when I tell you that Dan's been to the very tippy top, that's what I mean. That's just one story. Yeah. Revs, Supercars, thank you for the 5 spot. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, that's why we listen to the crazy old man. He insisted that he was going to be on one of the first choppers landing on the island. He's nuts. But that's what they do. See, Dan's not afraid to tell you that story now. And that's what they do, and that's what I mean. He knows how it's done with big money oil. He's done deals with the Vatican Bank, CIA, special forces. He's tapped into the very tippy top. And he's created a lot of wealth, a lot of money. So that's why I listen to him. And he's predicted, you guys have seen all the predictions that have come true. I'm not here to show you Dan Pena or anything like that. But the dude's been spot on with it. Yeah, I'll probably never tell that story again just because of the names that it involves. But yeah. So what's going on with the truck passing? It's been opened up. The Canadians haven't shut down the border in a couple weeks. So I'll report anything new that comes up from the border. But my thoughts on Bitcoin being created by Samsung and Toshiba, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. Would be interesting to know what he thinks of Ukraine and Russia. Well, that's why I've been talking about that. This was one of the predictions that I was sleeping on and I forgot about until it just played out. He said that Putin was going to see the demise of the Western financial world, and that he wanted to reestablish the former Soviet Union. Now, I didn't believe that they were actually going to move like they ended up doing, but Dan was 100% spot on about that too. But I think it's time to wrap it up, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. We went for an hour and a half. If you guys missed the news and the headlines, my earlier live stream has all the news and the updates for you guys. This was the Q&A session. We went for another hour and a half. We're taking advantage of the time that we have together right now. I appreciate all of you guys so much for spreading this message. If you do want to get into our Discord group, head on over to zachrector.com. Our merch is there, all of our affiliate links. You guys can get it all there. I appreciate you guys so much for spreading this message. That's really all I ask. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit the notification bell so you know that when we're going live. And as always, I really appreciate you guys. We will see you in the next video. Thank you. Take care and God bless.